Hello, friends. Today, we are going to discuss a very important topic that is relevant to anybody who's doing any kind of digital marketing, especially SEO. And the topic is keyword research. We're going to find out how to conduct a keyword research, how to find the right keywords, and how to find keywords that has a higher chances of ranking. We all know how important keyword research is. Whenever somebody searches a particular keyword, it shows results on the basis of the keywords on Google or any search engine for that matter. And the websites that are optimized with those keywords will rank higher. Obviously, keyword is not the only factor that determines the ranking of the website. There are other factors also. It has content. Obviously, content has to have the keyword. It has the link building activity, off page, on page activity. Link building comes in off page if you're building link from an external website. You have internal link building, the speed of the website, the relevancy of the content. All these factors determine whether the website will be found on Google when somebody searches a particular keyword. But the most important factor is, do we have the right keyword in our content, and have we used the keyword effectively and strategically in our content, so that our chances of being found by somebody is higher. Okay, so let's start our keyword research tutorial. I'll take you through some tools that I normally use for my keyword research, and I'm sure you will get to learn a few things from it. Okay, so for any keyword research, what I start with is I go to Google Trends first. And in Google Trends, I type the keyword that I want to rank for. So let's take an example of plum cake. If we have a recipe website where we are teaching people how to prepare cake, so for that kind of website, plum cake could be a useful keyword. So let's hit enter, and we can see the search volume for the past 12 months in India. Okay, so we can see here that uh, between May and April, which is 1 year, May 2020 to April 2021, the search for plum cake is very high during December. And in fact, Google Trends has given it a score of 100, which is a very high number of search, and it is more in December. So I would imagine, because December is when we have Christmas, and during Christmas there is higher number of searches on this keyword. If we scroll down, we will see in India what are the locations where this keyword is searched the most. On the left, we have the map, and if you see, they have been color coded. The darker the blue is, the higher the search volume is in that region. So if we see Kerala has the highest number of searches for plum cake, followed by Goa, Karnataka, Puducherry, Tamil Nadu, uh, and then Maharashtra, Telangana. So what it tells us is that the south part of India has higher number of searches for this keyword. So when we run an ad, we know where to target for this keyword, and obviously it's southern India. Okay, so that is how I start my keyword research. I go to Google Trends. Now after that, I go to Google AdWords. Okay, so on Google AdWords, what you need to do is go to Tools and come to Keyword Planner. In Keyword Planner, you will click on the first column, which is Discover New Keywords. And here we will just type our keyword, which is plum cake. English, India, everything is good. We will hit get results. And here it's a very interesting data that we have in front of us. It's also for India, May 2020 to April 2021, which is again 1 year data. So we have the keyword plum cake, and we have the average monthly searches. So Google Keyword Planner is telling us how many searches are happening for this keyword on a monthly basis, on an average. So 10,000 to 100,000 searches, and the good thing is the competition is low. So what we want to find out is keywords that have high number of searches but low amount of, or low number of competition. So this is a perfect keyword for us. The first one is 10,000 to 100,000 volume and competition is low. If we scroll down, we will see some keyword ideas also that are also very useful, because plum cake is a broad keyword. We want to narrow our keyword also. We want to make it more specific, because sometimes when people search a broad keyword, they just want to find out more information about that subject. But if their search terminology or search term is more specific, it means that they are more interested, and the chances of conversion is higher. So if you see, there are some other keyword ideas also: plum cake price, plum cake online. We will have to see which one is more relevant to our content or to our website. Elite plum cake. And for both these three keywords, the competition is quite high. So this is not what we are looking for. We are looking for low and medium competition. So Christmas plum cake, 1,000 to 10,000, average monthly searches, which is decent, and the competition is also low. And then you have plum cake near me, which is a high competitive keyword. Eggless plum cake, excellent keyword, 1,000 to 10,000, and the competition is also low. Kerala plum cake, because we saw in Google Trends that people in Kerala search this term more, especially during Christmas. So that's why Kerala plum cake, not a lot of searches, competition is also low. Rich plum cake, decent search, and competition is low. So we are going to make a list of all these keywords that have high and decent search, average monthly searches, and competition is low and medium. So what we are going to do is we will create a Google sheet like this, and we will divide it into different columns. So we have the keyword theme, which is plum cake, obviously, and then we have the keywords which we just discovered. So I'm just going to put all the keywords down. An average monthly searches volume, okay, so I have actually created a sheet, and in that sheet I have added all the keywords that I found relevant, the average monthly searches or volume, competition, and KEI. KEI is Keyword Effectiveness Index. I'll take you through more of that. I'll explain it to you, in few minutes what KEI is and how did we get to this number. So let's just continue with our keyword research. We were on Google Keyword Planner. We found some relevant keywords. As I told you earlier, that we would be using only the keywords that have high volume and low or medium competition. So I've added them on the sheet. Now there is another tool that I frequently use for keywords research, and it is called Moz.com. So you just have to go to Moz. You can create an account. They have a free version for it. You can use your Gmail ID and create an account, and as soon as you come to the home page, you will get the keyword search option. Here you can type your keyword plum cake, and location you can select India, and it will show you all the keywords that are related to this keyword that have high number of search volume. So the search volume data is not available for some reason. I tried with another keyword and the search volume for that keyword was available, but for this keyword the search volume was not available. So I took the keyword and I put them on Google Keyword Planner here, and I was able to find the average monthly searches here. So I picked the keywords which are again high volume and low competition, and I've added them on the sheet. Combined for Google Keyword Planner and also for Moz keywords. So I've taken the keywords that are relevant with high number of searches. Okay, so now what we did is we put this keywords in the sheet. So we have one seed keyword or keyword theme, and then we have a number of related keywords through that theme. Because this keyword alone is not going to help us rank on Google, because people are not just searching this keyword, people are searching terminology related to this keyword. For example, somebody who wants plum cake but they want it eggless will search eggless plum cake, or somebody who wants to know what ingredients to be added on plum cake will search plum cake ingredients. So we have to incorporate all these keywords that are related to our keywords so that we can add them on our content. Okay, so now we have the monthly volume which we found on Keyword Planner. We have the competition which we found on Google. I'll show you how to find competition on Google. So let's just go to Google and let's type a keyword, plum cake ingredients. Now when we type this keyword, there are more than 1 million searches here. So obviously this is a very high volume, and the competition is also very high. We are not going to be able to rank that easily if we have to compete with so many search results. But we don't have to compete with all of them. What we will do is we will type all in title :space enter. Now if you see the search result, it's only 661. Not 1 million, but 661, which means that all these results that have appeared now have the term plum cake ingredients in their title. Okay, so if you see plum cake recipe and ingredients, plum cake ingredients, plum cake ingredients, you will find this keyword in every title. So now our competition has reduced because we want to rank with our title and we only want to compete with those who have this keyword in their title. So we got to the result 661, which I've added here on our sheet. Now KEI, Keyword Effectiveness Index, we get to this number by dividing volume and competition. So if we do this divided by this and enter, we have the percentage here. If it doesn't show in percentage, you can click here and it will appear on percentage. So a score of 80% and above KEI is considered to be a good score. It means it's a relevant keyword. And if you see all our keyword that we have found out through our research have a score of 80 and above. So these are the keywords which we need to use in our content to rank higher in Google search. Okay, so that's all about it for keyword research. If you have any question or comment, you can always write in the comment section. And we are not going too deep as to how to incorporate the keywords in our content. That is for another tutorial. But just use the keyword planner tool, use Moz, use Google Trends, and then find the competition as I showed you, and start incorporating them in your content. All right, so thank you so much for watching the video, and I'll see you in our next tutorial.